Well, I don't know how many videos I'm gonna be able to get done tonight because I got home really late. I had to go see my grandpa. He's not doing so well. So hopefully it turns out okay. But he's having another scare, so I got home a little late tonight. But hopefully some Who will cheer me up. Let's go, my guys. Welcome to the Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I've had better ones, but it's okay. And we are back with the Who for our Who Wednesday video of the week. We're listening to Tommy, side 2. We did side 1 last week in full, and it was excellent. A great kickoff to the album, basically. It's crazy that just how much creativity that Pete and all these guys had to, make these crazy operas and stuff, basically. And it's very interesting. It's intriguing, and it's just hard-hitting so far. That's just side 1, so I can't wait to see the rest. So we got Christmas, Cousin Kevin, The Acid Queen, and Underture today. So should be fun. I'll link the Who playlist above my head. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are not. It really, really helps. Alright, Christmas by the Who. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Did you ever see the faces of the children? They get so excited. Waking up on Christmas morning, hours before the winter sun's ignited. They believe in dreams and all they mean, including heaven's generosity. Peeping round the door to see what parcels are for free and curiosity. And Tommy doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know who Jesus was or what day it is. How can he be saved from the eternal grave? Surrounded by
Damn,
his
Keith.
friends, he sits so silently and unaware of anything. Playing boxy pinball, picks his nose and smiles,
Pinball.
holds his tongue at everything.
Well, that's trippy. What the fuck?
I believe in love, but how can men who've never seen light be enlightened? Only if he's cured will his spirit's future level ever heighten. And Tommy doesn't know what day it is. Yeah, he doesn't know who Jesus was or what
Well-oiled
day it is.
machine.
How can he be saved from the eternal grave? Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me?
That's Pete, right?
Tommy, can you hear me?
Sounds like him.
Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? How can he be saved? See me, feel me.
I've heard this part before.
Touch me, heal me,
Interesting. Where have I heard that?
see me, feel me, touch me, heal me. Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me?
Heard me.
Tommy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? How can he be
Ah.
saved? Did you
Yo,
ever
Keith is
see
nuts,
the
bro.
faces of the children? They get so excited. Waking up on Christmas morning, hours before the winter sun's ignited.
music for that. That's so cool. I swear he like winds up like he's pitching sometimes when he's drumming.
How can he be saved from the eternal grave?
He's like gathering steam and then shooting off. Man, that was excellent, bro. What a great track. Cousin Kevin.
We're on our own, cousin, all alone, cousin. Let's think of a game to play. Now the grown-ups have all gone away. You won't be much fun being blind, deaf and dumb, but I've no one to play with today. Do you know how to play hide and seek? To find me it would take you a week, but tied to that chair you won't go anywhere. There's a lot I can do with a freak. How would you feel if I turned on the back, ducked your head under and started to laugh? What would you do if I shut you outside to stand in the rain and catch cold so you
Wow.
I'm the school bully,
So different for them.
classroom cheat,
Ah,
the nastiest playpen you ever need.
that's crazy.
Pins in your fingers and tread on your feet.
I'm kind of mind blown right now. This sounds nothing like The Who. That's crazy.
We're on our own, cousin.
It almost sounds like The Stones, like a little bit. I don't know.
Cousin, let's think of a game to play. Now the grown-ups have all gone away. You won't be much fun being blind, deaf and dumb, but I've no one to play with today. Do you know how to play hide and seek? To find me it would take you a week, but tied to that chair you won't go anywhere. There's a lot I can do with a freak. Maybe a cigarette burn on your arm, but change your expression to one of alarm. Drag
These
you
lyrics, man.
around by the lock of your hair. Forgive you a push at the top of the stairs. I'm the school bully, the classroom cheat, the nastiest playpen you ever could be. I'll put glass in your dinner and spikes in your seat.
This is like the beginning of rock, bro. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I hear so many other bands that comes after this in this music. That's insane. That didn't even sound like them. That was wild. The Acid Queen.
Your child ain't all he should be now. This girl could put him right. I'll show him what he could be now. Just give me one night. I'm the gypsy, the acid queen. Hey, before we start, the gypsy, I'm guaranteed to tear your soul apart. Give us a room, close the door, leave us for a while. Your boy won't be a boy no more, young but not a child. I'm the gypsy, the acid queen. Pay before we start. The gypsy,
This is sick.
I'm guaranteed to tear your soul apart.
That's Pete singing,
Gather
right?
your wits and hold on fast. Your mind must learn
Yeah.
to roam, just as the gypsy queens
His vocals sound different
do.
than usual.
You're gonna hit the road.
There's so many build-ups. It's great.
Now
Can't
look
talk
at
tonight.
him.
Sorry.
He's never been more alive. His head it shakes, his fingers clutch. Watch his body rise. I'm the gypsy, the acid queen. There before we start, I'm the gypsy. I'm guaranteed to break your little heart.
They use... I don't even know how to describe it, man. They go so many different places within the songs. It's so cool. It never stops moving. Well, I guess it is an opera. It's got a through line. Makes sense. Damn, Keith, come on, bro. Him and John are
If your
stupid
child
good,
ain't
bro.
all he should be now,
Makes me so happy to hear him.
this girl will put him right. I'll show him what he could be now. Just give me one night. I'm the gypsy, the acid queen. Hey, before we start, the gypsy,
That snare is nasty.
to tear your soul apart.
Damn, dude. What an album, bro. Like I said, I hear so many different bands in this. It's crazy. Underture. 10 minutes long. Let's go. Why not, right? We've heard this before. Oh yeah, and the overture, right? Whoa. Fucking fantastic, bro. Phenomenal. Percussion in general is just so great. He's so good, man. This motif is just phenomenal. Dun, dun, dun. Just let him rip, bro. I love it. It's almost like the story is playing out in your head, man. It really is. Yo, Pete. It's crazy how he knows exactly what to play and place over these amazing fills. It all fits together so well. The sound just works in tandem so well. That bass is just a great anchor. Wow, bro. They were not messing around with this album, dude. Just so much. It's so expansive. I bet hearing this when it came out was just insane. Nothing like it, probably. That's so cool. This is like the biggest of swings. That's crazy. And they hit it. By golly, did they hit it. technically the middle of the album, right? God damn. That full extension, bro. Using every piece of that kit, man. What a drummer. Now it feels like there's progress happening. Man. That's crazy. What? I don't want it to end. I really don't. Oh my God. That's the good stuff. Whoa. Just 10 minutes of instrumental goodness from The Who. Gotta love it. Oh my God. This album, man, I cannot, I can't even begin to wrap my head around it. Just from like a straight listen through on the first time. It's so dense. Like there's so much going on at points. It's like almost overwhelming a little bit. But at other points, like it really does kind of like hold your hand in a way and like guide you along the journey of the album, whether you like it or not if you're listening to it. And then the details within it, they're a little fuzzy still for me, but it's interesting to hear just all the places they go within just like one song. Like the first and the second one, like it's just like kept fluctuating, going from one sound to the other. It's very progressive, and I know it's, you know, it's an opera basically, so of course it's got a story, it's moving forward, there's action, things are happening, so it's going to be something that moves around. It's not going to be very stationary. And then you get to like Underture, and it's all the stuff from Overture, you know, just being played again, because it's, you know, part of that, and the motifs that return are very powerful. They still in a way feel the same as the impact from like the first go round, but they kind of feel like there's a little bit more of a seasoned approach to it, like within the story confines at least. Like I don't know exactly what's happening at this point in that song, but you could feel like the slight differences from Overture, I guess you could say. And then towards the end, it kind of did progress into something new a little bit instead of all the stuff from the first song on the album. So that was cool. And then that's the end of side 2, and you flip over, go to side 3. And man, just what a constant, I don't know what the word would be, just constant reckless abandon from Keith back there, bro. He does not give a fuck. He is such a good damn drummer, bro. Just like listening to him and John holding the rhythm section down, doing their thing every single time is a pleasure. Doesn't matter what album, what era of The Who, as long as Keith is there at least. Even the stuff after he wasn't there, I still like some of the song that's off that album that came out after he passed. It's a I don't know. This one feels like it's all of rock music in like one album. It's crazy. Obviously there was rock that came before this, you know. But I don't know. This feels like a it feels like it's filled with all the tropes that this genre would use for the next 20 years, maybe even 30 years afterwards. You can hear within these songs, just these four, not even counting last week, just these four songs alone, especially the first two. You can hear a lot of stuff that comes down the line further, and like that second one didn't even really sound like them at points. Like, it was so devoid of, like, or removed from what the Who usually sound like. It was still, within their genre, but it just didn't sound like what they usually play. I loved it though. I think that was my favorite song out of all four, honestly. It was so different for them, and I thought that was so cool, and it fits the theme of this album, that a lot of change happening basically. And there's lots of change. It doesn't really stay, like I said, stationary unless you're in the overture, underture part. It's mostly always moving forward, and I like that, man. Yeah, Cousin Kev. Oh, it was a John Entwistle track. That's why it sounded so different. I was wondering. I was like, that doesn't sound like a Pete song. You know what I mean? Like, it really didn't. So there you go. That's why it's a John track. Okay, well, that makes sense. I freaking love that. That and Acid Queen and Christmas. I mean, that was great. I'm not really gonna count Underture, because it's an instrumental, like, overture. We've kind of already covered it in a way, but I think it does have impact after those three songs. But that's a great run of three tracks, from Christmas to Cousin Kevin to the one after that. I mean, like, that was a good trio of tracks from the Who right there. It's a good side of music. If I had to pick between the three, I might have to go with John's Cousin Kevin track. I liked how different it was compared to their usual stuff. Even though Keith and John were still doing their thing, it felt all within a different kind of style, and it was written by somebody else than usual. That's why. Even though we do get to do some John tracks, you know what I'm saying, but he doesn't really pop up as much as Pete, obviously. But I enjoyed all three. Christmas was a banger. It went right into it. Like, it started, you know what I'm saying, like, it picks up, like, right off of, like, what side one ended off with. And it just keeps it going, man. Like, it's a very interesting, like, almost intriguing piece, I'd say. The guitars from Pete throughout as well were very layered, like, excellently with Keith's drums, because sometimes Keith would, like, not be the focus of the mix, and then he would build his way up, and then as he's coming into the fill, he would become, like, the centerfold for a minute there, and then he would, go on his way out, man. He's such a good drummer, and they know it. That's why they use him so much. All right, so we got up to... All right, so the last one was the Hawker, right? So that was a quack claimed that his wife can cure Tommy. Didn't work. So Tommy's parents are increasingly frustrated that he will never find religion in the midst of his isolation, which is Christmas. Tommy's parents neglect him, leaving him to be tortured by his sadistic cousin Kevin. That's what I was wondering, bro. I didn't want to say it, but I was, like, listening to the lyrics, and I was just like, what is going on? They were very intense. I picked up on there was some stuff going on. I didn't really want to say nothing because I didn't know what that was about, but okay, that makes sense. I'm glad they said something, because that was very intriguing lyrics, shall we say. I was just like, what the fuck is happening, bro? So he was abused by his Uncle Ernie, and then the Hawker's drug-addicted wife, the Acid Queen, gives Tommy a dose of LSD, causing a psychedelic experience as expressed musically, which is Underture. Okay, see, now it all makes sense. I'm glad that I read that. Okay, so that happens in the third track, and then the fourth one's 10 minutes of him chirping out, and okay, that's so cool, man. He's such a creative genius, man. He really is, especially with these albums and constructing these themes, and, having all these little side stories connect to the main story and stuff like that, and it's so interesting, man. Like, he's a hell of a writer, and to set it to, like, this almost opera level sort of stuff, like, come on, Pete, like, he does not, he just takes big swings no matter what. Sometimes they don't always land, but I feel like every song that we've done so far from Tommy, and I've done Pinball Wizard, so that's another track I've already heard, so all of them have been winners, honestly, in my opinion. There hasn't been a weak track yet, and I'm guessing we're not going to get to one. Maybe there is. I guess I'll hear one next week or the week after, but so far he is batting 10 for 10, it seems like. So hopefully he keeps going next week, because I love it. That really cheered me up. I needed that after my day. Honestly, after the past freaking 2 weeks, bro. It's been a brutal 2 weeks, I'm not going to lie. Trying my best to keep everything together, but it's rough, man. It really is. But I wouldn't I try my best not to miss these. You know, like the other days when I was missing it's because my face is huge. I just couldn't record. I couldn't put my face on the internet like that. I don't even like doing it like I am now, even though you probably can't really notice that much of a difference, but you probably can, maybe a little bit. But I you know, I just don't like putting myself out there like that. But at the same time, I really appreciate you guys and what you guys do around here, and just watching and hanging out and listening to music with me. It means the world to me, because our days are, you know, very, very short. You know, we never know when it's gonna happen or when we're gonna go, but you know, it's sad. But you know, my grandpa's still with us, but he's just not doing too well, like at all. So just keep him in your thoughts if you don't mind. I do it for old Lee. I appreciate it. He's a good man, and he deserves more time on this earth, I feel like. So, all right, but if I had to go with a favorite song, I might go with Cousin Kevin, but I know I don't want to after confirming that the lyrics are fucked up. I'm gonna go with Christmas. Probably is my favorite, because I was right into it. Drums and bass were on point as usual, but the guitar and the vocals from Pete and from Roger, just excellent. There's a lot of Pete singing on this side as well, and I like that. I love Pete's voice, and I love when Roger and Pete sing together, especially because they've got a great harmony and they sing off each other very, very well. And Pete tells the story very well. I feel like Roger sings the story well, but Pete explains it almost, and I don't know how to really explain that, but I feel like he delivers the story a little bit better than, you know, just the vocal power that, you know, Roger has. But I'm guessing he wrote it, so that's probably why. So I think that's it, though. I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me for another Who Wednesday, as always. I'm gonna have to get out of here because it's kind of late. If you have any recommendations for what we should do next after this, I am all ears, because I don't know what we're gonna do. I was thinking about doing some live stuff or maybe some like singles or whatever, but I don't want to end Who Wednesday. I really don't, because I love these guys. I know you guys do too. So thank you for watching. I will see y'all the fuck later.